we have made some contact with your society. You may know of the Phoenix Lights. In 1997, over Phoenix, there was a large craft sighted even by the governor, Fife Symington, who has gone on record with your CNN news correspondents and publicly televised around the world his statements that he did see a craft that was an alien spacecraft. And I am simply sharing with you the idea that we are that society.
1
You
minute.
may do with that as you choose. We aren't here to prove the idea to you. As your society chooses to become more connected with its whole state of being, it will also in that realize there are extraterrestrial life forms. And then it will be easier, and you will then be more likely to attract
30 seconds.
connection with us. And physical contact in a peaceful, open, public way, we do joyfully sense will take place. Most probably with our society, for many reasons. So, that gives you a bit more
Yes.
about our society, but there is so much
4,
to share
3, 2,
with one another.
1.
Fife Symington is now a businessman. He was the Republican governor of Arizona for 6 years. Now, a decade after leaving the State House, he takes me to a Phoenix park and discloses something unlike anything uttered by any other high-level U.S. politician.
If you had been here 10 years ago and standing out here and looking up there at the lights and the view, you would have been astounded. You would have been amazed.
Governor Symington is referring to what is now known as the Phoenix Lights, an object videotaped by many and seen by thousands over several nights in the Arizona sky in 1997.
Major sighting here.
It was described by witnesses as larger than a football field and silent.
The great state of Arizona, Fife Symington.
The former governor, a Vietnam Air Force veteran, had never publicly acknowledged seeing it until now.
And I suspect that unless the Defense Department proves us otherwise, that it was probably some form of an alien spacecraft. The lights were really brilliant, and it was just fascinating. I mean, it was enormous. It just felt otherworldly. You know, in your gut, you could just tell it was otherworldly.
Fife Symington now joins us, the former governor of Arizona, who in 1997 ridiculed an infamous UFO sighting by thousands of people in his state and recently admitted he was wrong. By the way, Fife runs the Arizona Culinary Institute. Well, you were wrong because?
Well, I saw the Phoenix Lights along with hundreds, if not thousands, of people, and when I saw them on that day in March, I didn't say anything about it.
So you do acknowledge what?
Well, I acknowledge that I saw a craft. I was up in the Sunny Slope area around 8 o'clock at night, and I went out to look to the west, where all the news channels were filming the Phoenix Lights, and to my astonishment, this large, sort of delta-shaped, wedge-shaped craft moved silently over the valley, over Squaw Peak, dramatically large. Very distinctive leading edge with some enormous lights, and it just went on down to the southeast valley, and I was absolutely stunned because I was turning to the west looking for the distant Phoenix Lights, and all of a sudden this apparition appears.
It was not an airplane.
No, it was definitely not an airplane, and not A-10s, and it was certainly not high altitude flares, because flares don't fly in formation.
But
He's a pilot.
okay.
And a captain in the Air Force.
A captain in the Air Force. Governor, from what you saw, was that from outer space?
I think it was from another world. I've never seen anything like it, Larry. It was enormous. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen. And, you know, it was all over the news. Hundreds, if not thousands of people saw it. It was a very compelling, dramatic event, seen by so many people that it's you can't just kind of blow that off and say, oh, well, that everybody in Phoenix was hallucinating.